The sun is the center of our solar system, an average star that gives life to our planet. But what if this star suddenly changed? Specifically, what if it woke up one day and decided it wanted to be twice as big? Welcome to our channel. And today we're answering the question, what if the sun doubled in size? Okay, so first things first, if the sun doubled in size but not mass, gravity wouldn't change. That's a relief, but its light and heat would scorch the earth. Glaciers would melt rapidly, seas would rise, and crops would wither under the relentless heat. Human survival would be tested. Heat stroke, famine, and mass migrations would reshape civilization. Let's take a step back and look at this from space. From this perspective, the sun would outshine nearby stars. Mercury and Venus would fry instantly. Mars would become a desert. Earth would be next. In time, Earth could resemble Venus, a runaway greenhouse world with a thick atmosphere and surface temperatures around 375 degrees Celsius. Oceans would boil, rainforests would turn to ash, and most life on Earth would be wiped out. A few hardy creatures might survive, though, like the bacteria that thrive near deep-sea vents. These organisms could find nourishment in the chemicals spewed out by the sun's superheated atmosphere. Radiation and ultraviolet light would make Earth's surface a toxic wasteland. No human could survive on the surface for long. Our cities would be abandoned, our monuments crumbling into dust. Earth's thin atmosphere would offer little protection from solar winds and deadly radiation. Astronauts on the ISS would have no choice but to flee or die. So would anyone who wasn't already safely inside a bunker or shelter? The oceans would steam, fish and other marine life would perish. Birds would fall from the sky, their bodies charred by the sun's superheated rays. On and on it would go until all life was extinguished. Or maybe not. Maybe a few creatures would survive. Maybe even us. If humanity had some super advanced tech lying around, we might be able to launch a massive fleet of ships to Alpha Centauri, the nearest star system to ours. It's 4.37 light years away. It would take centuries to get there. But hey, at least there'd be some nice scenery along the way. Seeing as how Earth would be a radioactive water hazard at this point, colonizing Mars or one of Jupiter's many moons might be a good idea. Of course, Mars would be a bit toasty, but maybe we could set up shop there eventually. Just as long as we brought enough water, we could probably terraform the red planet. As for the moons of Jupiter, they'd likely still be habitable. Europa, for example, might just be a little chilly, but with enough time and effort, we could warm it up. So humanity would probably be okay in the long run. We're a pretty resourceful species after all. Okay, let's fast forward a few million years. Life on Earth has been wiped out. The sun is now twice as big and the Earth twice as hot. Let's check in on our brave Martian and Jovian colonies. Life on Mars is tough going. The climate is dry and cold, but humans have adapted. Generations born on Mars have learned to survive in its harsh environment. They wear special suits to protect themselves from harmful radiation, and they grow genetically engineered plants that can survive in the thin atmosphere. Some people even venture outside the domes to explore the rusty landscape. They've discovered ancient ruins left behind by the long-gone native Martians. There are also strange artifacts that nobody can explain. The Martian colony is a testament to human resilience, but it's also a reminder of how fragile life is. The people here know that they are only a few generations removed from the Earth. They tell stories of the home planet around campfires, keeping the memory of Earth alive. On Jupiter's moon Europa, life is better. The colony is hidden beneath the icy surface of the moon. Here, the air is warm and the gravity is strong. The people live in giant domes, growing food and raising animals. The moon's core is full of geothermal energy, so there's always plenty of heat and light. Life on Europa is peaceful, but it's also isolating. The people here have never seen the sky or felt the wind on their skin. They live in a constant state of twilight, lit by artificial lights. The people on Europa are cut off from the rest of humanity. They have no idea what's happening on Mars or any of the other moons. They're completely alone. One day, a message comes from Mars. The people on Europa learn that they're not alone. There are other human colonies out there. For the first time, they feel a sense of hope. Maybe someday they'll be able to leave Europa and see the stars for themselves. Or maybe they find a way to harness the power of Jupiter's magnetic field and travel to other moons. The people on Europa don't know what the future holds, but they're excited to find out. So what if the sun doubled in size? It wouldn't be so bad. As long as we're careful, we could probably make it work. The sun is perfect as it is. Twice as big, and our story would end far sooner than we'd like. This has been our channel. And if you liked this video, be sure to subscribe for more science videos like this one. Thanks for watching.